Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we are unpacking the deeply complex, high-level physics of momentum. We're going way past the basic definitions to explore the intricate, hidden mechanics that dictate literally everything around us, from catastrophic car crashes all the way to orbital rocket launches.
But to kick things off, let's test your scientific assumptions with a wild, counterintuitive question. What's actually more dangerous, a coconut falling from a tree or a bullet fired directly from a gun? Well, the answer completely redefines how we understand mass in motion.
Real quick, before we dive into the heavy math and vector calculations, I want to point out that this is our advanced breakdown of momentum. If you want a refresher on the basics, a simpler version of this exact explainer was posted just a few days back. Also, any discussions today regarding physical or biological trauma are purely for scientific context, not medical advice.
Okay, here is our roadmap for today. We'll start out with the coconut versus the bullet, then explore the mechanics of linear momentum, break down the impulse momentum theorem, look at collisions and conservation, dive into real-world momentum engineering, and finally wrap up with 5 spectacular takeaways.
Section 1. The coconut versus the bullet. Analyzing the paradoxical physics of impact and mass. Let's look closer at that paradoxical hook comparing two very differently deadly objects.
Get a load of this massive number, 17 kilogram meters per second. If we use standard kinematic equations for a typical 1 kilogram coconut falling from a 15-meter tree and accelerating due to gravity, it hits the ground at roughly 17 meters per second. That means the resulting blunt force trauma from that huge momentum transfer can easily be fatal.
Now compare that to the bullet. Despite its blistering 400 meters per second velocity, it only hits with 4 kilogram meters per second. Crazy, right? Because an average bullet has a tiny mass of just 10 grams, or 0.01 kilograms, its total momentum is actually less than a quarter of that falling coconut's. Yes, the bullet is deadly because its incredibly sharp point and high pressure cause rapid biological penetration, but purely from a physics standpoint of blunt force and momentum transfer, that slow, heavy coconut is mathematically far more devastating.
Section 2. Mechanics of linear momentum. The foundational mathematics of mass in motion. Let's dig into the foundational math that makes this bizarre reality possible.
So looking at the core equation, momentum, which we represent by the lowercase letter p, is quite simply mass multiplied by velocity. It's an absolute measure of an object's, quantity of motion. This specific equation gives us the standard SI unit of kilogram meters per second. If you increase the mass or increase the velocity, the momentum scales right along with it.
And this brilliantly illustrates a really absolutely crucial difference in physics: vector quantities versus scalar quantities. You see, momentum is a vector. It doesn't just have a magnitude, it demands a precise direction. If an object is moving east, its momentum vector points east. If it bounces back west, that's a complete directional shift requiring negative mathematical values. This is entirely distinct from scalar measurements like mass or kinetic energy, which only measure a sheer amount.
To see how this complex idea developed, let's trace it historically. First, we establish the concept of inertia, which is basically an object's stubborn resistance to change. Then Isaac Newton took a massive leap with his second law. He defined force not just as mass times acceleration, but much more accurately as the exact rate of change of momentum over time. Finally, Newton's third law proved that when objects interact in an isolated system, their internal forces are equal and opposite. So what does that mean? It means the total momentum of that entire system is forever conserved.
Section 3. The impulse momentum theorem. How force and time dictate physical change. Here is where we examine how force directly manipulates momentum through time. If you want to change an object's momentum, you have to apply an impulse. Mathematically, impulse is the applied force multiplied by the duration of time it's applied. It equals the exact change in momentum. The true brilliance here is the relationship between force and time. If you extend the duration of an impact, you drastically reduce the peak force experienced. This single mathematical theorem is literally the foundational logic behind saving a human life during a rapid deceleration event.
Section 4. Collisions and conservation. Navigating the coefficient of restitution. So, let's transition to what actually happens when heavy objects slam into each other.
This maps out a really vital engineering metric called the coefficient of restitution. Now remember, during any collision in a closed system, momentum is always absolutely conserved. But kinetic energy? Yeah, that's a whole different story. In an inelastic collision, kinetic energy is permanently lost. It's converted into heat, sound, or the physical crushing of metal. A perfectly inelastic collision, where objects stick together with a coefficient of 0, represents the maximum possible destruction of kinetic energy. Yet even then, the mathematical momentum perfectly survives.
Section 5, Real-World Momentum Engineering, from forensic road crashes to rocketry. Let's look at how these deeply complex formulas solve major real-world mysteries. When investigators arrive at a horrific traffic accident, they rely entirely on the conservation of momentum. Because the collision was incredibly fast, they can treat the two mangled cars as an isolated system. By carefully measuring the post-collision mass and the final vector trajectories drawn on the road by the tires, they can literally work the vector math backward. This lets them discover the precise speed both vehicles were traveling just a millisecond before impact. And, this exact same principle applies in reverse during an explosion. Say an industrial pressure vessel violently ruptures. Investigators can mathematically predict the precise velocity of microscopic, untrackable fragments simply by calculating the inverse vectors of the heavier, slower debris. Because the tank started at rest, the total momentum was 0. So even in the absolute chaos of an explosion, the sum of every flying piece's momentum must still equal exactly 0. And this logic scales all the way up to astrophysics. If you're launching a massive 15-ton rocket, engineers calculate the total impulse by integrating a 100,000 Newton thrust over a specific period of time. By treating the thrust as a massive momentum change over time, they can perfectly predict the exact velocity and the highly complex orbital trajectory of that enormous spacecraft. Ultimately, whether we're engineering a rocket payload or protecting fragile human biology in a car crash, mitigating trauma always comes down to manipulating the impulse theorem. Shock absorbers, airbags, and crumple zones are specifically designed to stretch out the duration of an impact. By increasing the time it takes for momentum to reach 0, you drastically lower the instantaneous, lethal peak force applied to the human body.
Section 6, 5 spectacular takeaways. Synthesizing the complexity of momentum. Let's distill all of this deeply technical science into its most critical points.
Here is your 5-point scientific summary of this explainer. 1. Massive, slow objects and tiny, fast objects can actually wield identical, devastating momentum. 2. The universe never actually loses momentum. It simply transfers it across closed, isolated systems. 3. Impulse is the ultimate equalizer, allowing us to use the dimension of time itself to manipulate otherwise lethal forces. 4. Kinetic energy can be permanently destroyed through the deformation of a crash, but momentum mathematically always survives. And 5. Complex vector math acts as the invisible scaffolding dictating every single physical interaction around you.
I'm going to leave you with this final provocative thought. If the unbreakable laws of momentum precisely dictate every physical interaction in the universe, from microscopic atoms bouncing around to catastrophic collisions, are our lives and our reality just an endlessly complex, beautifully predetermined equation? Thank you so much for exploring the mechanics of momentum in this explainer. Keep questioning the hidden forces around you.